Welcome to Short Bites of History. Cold War Blunders. In 1958 Berlin, a pigeon caused a spy panic. Amid Cold War tensions, East German guards spotted a pigeon with a tiny camera strapped to its chest cooing near a checkpoint. Convinced it was a Western spy bird, they chased it, rifles drawn, shouting, "Capitalist pigeon!" The bird took off, dropping the camera, which cracked open, revealing it was a toy. A West Berlin kid had tied it on for a prank, not espionage. The guards, red-faced, reported the threat, and their superiors laughed, dubbing it the pigeon plot. News leaked, and Berliners on both sides chuckled over the feathered fiasco, showing even birds could ruffle Cold War feathers in 1958. The kid likely had good laugh with his pigeon prank. Do you have any memories of the Berlin Wall coming down? Share below. Next, a Soviet moon race mishap.
In 1961, the Soviet moon race hit a furry snag. Eager to beat the US, Soviet scientists planned to send a rabbit to space as a publicity stunt, naming it Lunar Bunny. At a Moscow press event, they unveiled the bunny in a tiny spacesuit, but as cameras rolled, the rabbit hopped out, nibbling the suit's wires. Sparks flew, and a scientist tripped over a cable trying to catch it, knocking over a model rocket that crashed with a thud. Reporters laughed as the bunny burrowed under a desk, and the event turned into chaos. The Lunar Bunny mishap became a Cold War folly. The Soviets sent a dog instead, but the bunny tale lived on in Moscow gossip. Have you embarrassed yourself while trying to show off? Share below. Next, a listening bug blunder in Moscow.
In 1945 Moscow, a U.S. listening bug tuned into trouble. During early Cold War tensions, American diplomats gifted Soviet leader Stalin a carved wooden seal of the U.S. for his office. Hidden inside was a bug to eavesdrop on Kremlin talks. But the Soviets found it within days. Turns out, a diplomat bragged about the clever gift at a party, and a Soviet waiter overheard. Stalin had the seal tested, and when the bug was discovered, he paraded it at a meeting, saying, "The Americans sent us termites." Soviet officials laughed as the U.S. ambassador turned red, stammering excuses. The listening bug blunder became a Cold War blunder, showing even sneaky tech could backfire in 1945. The seal was returned without the bug, with a note, "Better luck next time." Have you ever tried to spy on someone? Share below. Next, a weather balloon scare in the U.S.
In 1960, a U.S. weather balloon floated into a spy scare. The CIA launched Project Skyhook, sending balloons with cameras over the Soviet Union to snap photos. When one crashed in Siberia, the US claimed it was a weather balloon, but the Soviets recovered it, finding film canisters labeled top secret. At a UN meeting, Soviet leader Khrushchev waved the camera, shouting, "Weather balloon! It rains secrets!" The US delegates stammered as diplomats snickered, and the incident fueled Cold War tensions. Days later, a farmer in Kansas found another skyhook balloon tangled in his barn, yelling, "The Russians are invading!" until he saw the Made in USA tag. The weather balloon fumble became a Cold War caper, showing even high-flying plans could crash in 1960. The CIA grounded the project, but the tale soared in global headlines. Have you ever mistaken a weather balloon for something else? Share below. Next, a leaflet drop flop in Korea. Stay aloft, friends. Don't let history crash. Subscribe for more short bites of history.
In 1971 Korea, a U.S. leaflet drop fell flat, literally. During the Cold War, the U.S. flew planes over North Korea, dropping leaflets promising freedom and candy to sway citizens. But strong winds blew the leaflets back over the DMZ, blanketing South Korea instead. Villagers gathered the papers, confused, as kids chased candy wrappers, empty ones. A South Korean farmer grumbled, "Where's my candy?" while officials scrambled to collect the leaflets, tripping over each other in the mud. North Korean radio mocked the candy invasion, and the U.S. halted the drops, embarrassed. The leaflet drop flop became a Cold War miscue, showing even propaganda could blow the wrong way in 1971. South Koreans laughed it off, but the U.S. stuck to radio broadcasts after that. How would you best promote freedom to citizens of communism? Share below.
Thanks for watching 5 Cold War blunders on Short Bites of History. We make history fun by serving it in small bites on YouTube Shorts. Videos are created with the help of AI using VidAI. A link to VidAI will be pinned in the comment section.